Hi guys, unaccustomed to public speaking as I am, I just thought I'd do a short video showing a lot of the work that we've got in at the moment. A lot of the work that we've got is actually resealing radiators for two main reasons, and I'll explain that as I'm going through this very short video. Okay, so we've got radiators here. Interestingly enough, you can see that we've rebuffed these ones up, and these were polished originally, but of course as soon as they're exposed to any kind of moisture, that's what happens to them, which is why when people ask us, can you polish our radiators, we always say, looks great in a magazine, but we don't do it because you've got to look after them and they'll rust and you'll hate us for doing that down the line, so we say no. But anyway, back to what we're talking about. So all these radiators here, you can see that these have all been stripped down, lots and lots of them. Those are all the parts, gives you an idea how they're made as well, and more over here. Bear in mind, regardless of what anybody tells you, whether they've been craftsman made in the UK, they're not. They're just shipped en masse from cheap labour markets, and these are here because 4 or 5 years down the line they've started to leak, and this is what's coming out of them. These are the seals that have come out of them. You can see they're perished and they're just way beyond any reasonable use. So consequently, the customer who paid a lot of money for those not so long ago is now paying us to reseal them, because the guarantee that they expected to get has been invalidated because of so-called pH levels in their system. If anybody speaks to you about the pH levels in the system, or that your guarantee is dependent on that, walk away from them. We don't think, as far as we are concerned, these should be built to last. It doesn't matter about any pH level in your system. The pH system, radiators don't care about pH levels. Cheap parts care about pH levels, and if you've been sold these, the manufacturer or the dealer should know that these aren't suitable for modern systems that use additives such as Fernox. So avoid them. That's just a warning, really, to really think about what you're buying and where you're buying them from. Don't fall for the usual 10-year guarantees, or for the usual craftsman made in the UK, or they're trouble-free, because these radiators obviously aren't. Another reason that we've got reseal work at the moment is because of powder coating. Customers have gone away and they've had radiators powder coated. Not through us, because we'll say that we're not going to powder coat a radiator. And the reason that we don't powder coat a radiator is because, well, it's a simple process. It's really simple for whoever's doing it. It's quick and it's easy. But you've actually got to bake the radiator for about 20 minutes thereabouts at very high temperatures. And this is what happens to the seals when you powder coat radiators. Originally, these were paper seals, They were really well made, but because they've been powder coated, that's what's happened to the seals. You can see on an original, so this is one that we've taken from the powder coated radiators, and you can see the difference. It's just a paper seal, and that's how good they were at one point, that they could put paper seal, which have lasted for a long time, up until these were powder coated. So again, a warning to any of you out there who come across this video: do not powder coat your radiators. And this is just a few of them, and I think there's about 50 odd radiators in this batch, so you can imagine that whoever's had them powder coated and thought that they were going to last forever has now got 50 radiators that need work on them, completely stripping down. This is what everybody's trying to avoid. What they'll try, and if you sold a radiator, this is exactly what they're going to try and avoid, doing this kind of work, stripping them down and making sure those seals are okay. So hope that's helpful. Don't powder coat your radiators. Be careful of imports. Thanks. Bye.